Hi, I'm Kitty and welcome back to my channel. So it's been a few years since I've actually uploaded anything to my channel. So that's a mix of, there was a lot of things going off, either in my personal life or work life or a combination of both. So as you can see by the setup, I have actually moved. Me and Darryl moved at the end of, well, it was this time last year that we moved. So as you can see, new setup. I've got my little bookshelves here. So this video is going to be the end of year book tag. I believe the original creator was Errol Bissett, but I saw the Becca Fowle doing it and I thought, what a great way to come back to YouTube by doing a tag, because that's what I did last time. So we're going to do the end of year book tag. So question 1, are there any books you've started that you need to finish? So yes, I have 2. One of them is a little bit of cheat because I'm pretty sure that I will finish this by the end of this month. So we'll get that one. So I am reading Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. I'm really enjoying this one. I did last time. This is a reread for me. I did enjoy it last time, although I will say that I forgot how annoying the adult characters are in this. So that is answer 1. And then for another answer is Beyond Super Vet. So me and Darryl went to see Ollie Murs, obviously big Ollie Murs fan. So we went into Waterstones, I think it was like a day before we went to see Ollie, and I was doing the 75 soft challenge, which was to read non-fiction as well as exercise and drinking water and stuff. So I needed another book because I finished whatever book it was that I was reading at the time. So I picked this one up. I will admit I did give up on that challenge. There was a lot going off, so I just didn't have the mental capacity to do it. So I picked this one up. I am 58 pages in. This is hard going. It's a good book, but it reads like a textbook, so it's very heavy. I have to be in the mental headspace to do it, and there's other books that I prioritize. But yeah, that's another one. So question 2, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? So not really. This is the first year that I have actually read like autumnal reads, like I've gone out my way, because I have Kindle Unlimited, and there was a book on there called Love and Lattes. Can't think of what else the rest of the title is. Editing, Kitty will put a picture up here, but it was very good. We were following Willow and Dylan, and Willow is basically has this farm that she's trying to save, and Dylan's trying to persuade her to sell it, and basically it's a romance. You followed their journey. Really enjoyed it. I also do have more books for next year to read, because I think I will be getting into my like wintry reads, my fantasy reads for the rest of the year. So question 3, is there a new release you're still waiting for? Now I thought no to this, but I forgot about Brimstone. So Brimstone is the second book in the Fae and Alchemy series by Callie Hart. Can we talk about the dreadful cover they've done for this one? Like, I don't get why they've changed it. The book only came out last year and it doesn't match this cover that I have, which is beautiful. Like, I literally got my boyfriend to go and buy this one from the works, and it is beautiful. Like, beautiful cover there. And then it's even got a reversible dust jacket. But I just don't understand why they've changed the cover. And the only person I've actually heard talk about the cover is, and see, I've even got like the end pages. So yeah, it's very sad that they've changed the cover. I'm hoping like Fairy Loot do an edition so I can have a matching set, because I will not be I will read Brimstone, but I will not be buying it, because this is like, even my boyfriend, who's a non-reader, has questioned it too. So question 4 is, what 3 books would you still like to read? So first one is, all of these are to either continue series or finish series. So the next one is Starsight. Obviously I'm currently reading Skyward, so Starsight would be the next one. I've had this on my TBR since 2018 when it first came out, so I'd really like to finish it this year. So I think that's been a little bit ambitious because this one's 474, the Skyward one's 500 and something pages. So this one is the first book. Then I've got Mina and the Cult. This would actually finish a series, which would be good. It would be one of the first times that I've actually finished a series in the same year that I've started it. So Mina and the Cult, it's vampires. And yeah, I like the covers as well. So there's Mina and the Cult. And then Fate and Furies, which is book 3 in. And then the last one is Fates and Furies. So I actually finished Vows and Ruins, and the ending was shocking. So I didn't want to read it because it made me a little bit sad. So I'm gonna hopefully read this one, because then I've only got one more in the Legend of Desmond, and then I can go on to the next series in this world. But yeah, so that's for that one. Question 5, is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favourite book of the year? So I'm actually reading on my Kindle as well. So at the moment, I'm obviously reading Skyward physically, a physical book. And then on my e-reader, I'm reading The It Girl. So I switch. So if I'm reading a physical fantasy, I won't read a fantasy on my Kindle. So there is the Addicted to You series that I'm currently reading. I need to read, I think it's called Kiss the Star. Again, editing Kitty will put a picture up. So I need to read that one, and I think that could potentially be a favourite book of the year, because I didn't realise till I read book 3 this year how invested I was in the characters. The authors are very good at sucking you in even when you don't think you're going to be. So that one. There's Rewitch that I want to read. That could become a favourite. So yeah, there's potentials on my shelf for a favourite to be there. And the last question is, have you started making plans for next year? Yes, I currently know what I want my Goodreads goal to be, because I have bought some chunky books this year, so I want to read them. So my goal for next year is going to be a lot lower, because obviously the page count is going to be higher if I'm reading chunkier books. So yes, I have. So this is going to be the end of this book tag. I will speak to you guys later.